Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of FPL Copy Talks, where two gentlemen come together to talk about a game we love, Fantasy Premier League. And as usual, I'm your host, Anwar the FPL Casual, and with me, my buddy.
I'm Lukman, the sensible one. How's it going, bro?
Bro, you sound really hyped.
I try.
Maybe the habit is a good habit. Making
Inside
it a
joke.
habit, bro.
Inside joke. Want to explain the joke?
No, it's not a joke. It's a reality, bro. So,
How are you, man?
first thing first, I just want to congratulate you on your experience with work from home. I think after the shift to the Metropolis office, you had the work from home, right? Before that, there wasn't any work from home for you, right?
No.
So, Lokman work from home 3 days a week. So, Monday, Tuesday is supposed to be in office. But he has the flexibility to work from home. And he's been working from home quite a bit more often than usual.
Don't pecah lubang lah, bro.
What was the excuse for today? It's just so next time I want to work from home.
I told you the excuse already, but I don't
No,
say
but
it
what
on the
was
pod.
the official excuse?
No, official lah. I didn't say anything. I just say I'm working from home. It's quite flexible lah. They trust.
Making it a habit, bro. Making it a
Bro,
habit.
how are you? What do you do for lunch? You miss me at lunch or what? Why are you so angry, bro?
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not angry, but I'm happy for you, right? Anyway, how was your trip to the zoo? Was it zoo or River Safari?
Zoo. I went to the zoo yesterday. Took leave. It was a workout, bro. I took the wagon, right?
You pulled the wagon, you pulled the wagon.
Yeah. I took the wagon, bro. Shack.
Right.
It was a workout. The fun.
Did you play the water area?
I never lah.
And that would be even more
The kids
workout.
Yeah, they have to change all that leceh.
But they will love it lah. They will love it.
They will. No, my house also got water play. Same thing lah. I feed the giraffe.
You did?
Yeah,
how was it?
It was fun. Beautiful creature.
Peter Crouch was good.
Okay, bro. I mean, let's digest, bro. Let's just start the pod. But before we start, guys, if you are still listening to this, if you are new to this podcast, welcome. I'm Lukman. As I mentioned earlier, we are FPL Copy Talks. Do join most importantly, our Telegram, because that's where you get a code to join our mini league where we are running a prize league where the winner will get a jersey for the next season.
Yep. And the way you seg away from that Zoom might have had something more interesting going on at Zoo. I'll catch up with you later. But anyway, if you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to subscribe to our Spotify page. Give us a 5-star rating. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and you can click the notification icon so that when such episodes like this come out, you get a notification, usually on 8 a.m. the next morning after we record. And don't forget as well, we're on YouTube as well. Don't forget you can find FPL Copy Talks on YouTube. Subscribe, like the page, hit the bell notification icon as well, because on Thursdays or pre-game week, we will be going live. We'll be answering questions live on the YouTube itself, as well as questions from the Telegram group. So without further ado, with a heavy heart, game week 6. Game week what?
Correct. Game week 6 review.
Game week 6, no, but here you put game week 9, bro, in the slides. Game week 6 hasn't been the best week. Game week 6. Review. But I love the name though. Cole-ossal. Let's get into it.
Invite you to embrace this pivotal weekend in the race to be the champions of the Premier League.
You're listening to FPL Copy Talks. Arguably the best FPL podcast in Singapore.
It was never a debate.
It was always a debate.
It was always a debate.
Okay, more apt than ever, right? We need this background music to help us pumped up, right? After a very dismal missile game week 6, especially after fresh off the wildcard round. I think we'll talk more when we go through our teams and we go through our rating. And as usual, the first section of this podcast for this week will be the Tall, Grande and Venti, where we give a purely and highly opinionated, biased view of the game week. And as usual, the person with the lowest points goes first. And without taking much credit for it, I guess this week belongs to me.
Let's go.
So off of a wildcard week, it was really interesting one. I tinkered all the way to the final, like 20 minutes,
really,
50 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I had Watkins in, right?
Oh yeah,
Salah
yeah.
Salah decision was made early in the morning, right? I had to forgo him because the team looked better, and it was with a heavy heart. He returned, but I'm happy
But
because Liverpool won. Liverpool
yeah,
won,
true,
and
true.
we beat Wolves 2-1, right?
Yep.
It was an awesome win because I think our competitors,
Drop
like
points.
Arsenal and City, both drop points with
Arsenal
the
didn't
draw.
drop point, bro.
Sorry, Arsenal,
they
City drop points. Arsenal,
City. They
Arsenal,
won. They won.
Arsenal won. Yeah.
But we still
So
top.
and we still talk, but yeah. Anyway, what happened was it was a wild card. There were a couple of interesting ones. Especially with the David Raya situation. So I think David Raya came into the week. I had him in my first wild card, but I decided to go without him because he was a question mark, and I think I didn't want to book in a transfer for a goalkeeper. When the news came out, I gotta be frank and honest that I was disappointed not to have him in. But when the results came out, I thought, okay lah, there's no goalkeepers here who's gonna save us and guarantee us that point. So I'm okay with that. Flecken in goal, Fabianski on the bench. And then in defense, right? This is the biggest scam, right?
What?
Arsenal supposed to get in. I put in two premium defenders there, Gabriel and Saliba. You get a 0 and 1 for me, man. My back line is like Morse code, man. 101. Right?
Why
Trent
Saliba zero?
Alexander, he got yellow card.
Oh, you look at that. Okay.
Yeah, so Gabriel with 1 point. And on the bench, I got Mikolenko, Greece with 0. So Greece not even 1 point there. So in midfield, brought in Saka, supposedly the big hitter for the week. Rogers, Diaz, Smith Rowe, Buemo, who returned. Should have stuck with Semenyo, like what template teams done
Instead of Smith Rowe.
instead of Smith Rowe. But
Yeah, okay.
I guess
Still early
the
lah.
boat sailed when the price rose, and I kind of like Smith Rowe's
Oh,
influence in the Fulham team. Yeah,
Yeah.
so a bit of a differential there. Up front, I initially had Watkins, Haaland, and what's his name, Stewart.
Stuart.
But then I
Then what
thought
happened?
that since I've already moved away from the Salah with the premiums in my team, that I should spread my points, my cash a little bit, so I will have some flexibility, especially with like Rodgers and Smith Rowe in my midfield. So we have DCL, Solanke ahead of Watkins. So I thought I do
Wait, bro.
mid-price.
This year on your bench, ah?
I mean, he would have come on if any of the midfielders were out.
No. It doesn't
No,
work that
no,
way.
yeah, no,
Only
no, no, no. Yeah, Mikolenko. It was a mistake, lah. So
okay,
basically, all the way right until I submit, right, it was like 2 minutes before the deadline. I
okay.
didn't know whether I want to do it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So that being said, 38 points this week, huge red arrow. This is definitely a week for the differentials. They were pulled out of the table. But I would say that I'm after last season, like my wild card really turned my game
Still
first,
can.
like first. Still can, but very disappointed to see
Tak.
this huge red arrow. Beasley 3.8 out of 10 for me, man. Let's go.
All right. My turn. On wildcard 2, disappointing. Even though I got more than enough, 43 points. So tinkered the whole week. So from the last stream, right, I changed two players. So from Semenyo and DCL, I went with Dibling and Solanke. So I got more money in my first 11 because Dibling was first on my bench. I would have benched DCL to if I had that draft. So I thought it's more my style to have more money on the bench. Sorry, more money in the first 11 and then no benching headaches. And then shout out to Kenny, followed my exact team except for the reserve keeper. And also Robin, Hall of Famer. We three of us are like languishing in the 3 millions, I think. Yeah, so we're all not doing well. So together. So my draft
Together.
together. My draft Flecken, Trent, Lewis, Gabriel, Rogers, Luis Diaz, Mbemo, Saka, Havertz, Captain Haaland, and Solanke. Red arrow for it. I was 10 points away from my safety score, so I'm like languishing in the 3 million mark. Bad game week, bad wildcard, but I'm still hopeful. My team looks decent. I got 3 free transfers. We'll talk more about Palmer. Liverpool won, even though that was a horrendous game to watch. Late game. I think we scraped through. So it was a lucky Liverpool won and Man City dropped points. So kind of salvaged the week a bit. So I got 43 points, right? I will go with 4.9. Not quite a pass, but 4.9 out of 10. Just
Let's
nice.
go. 4.9 out of 10, bro. Right.
Let's go.
Let me just play this for that poor wildcard week. All right. So, and as usual, I think we go into discussion mode right now. I think one of the key questions, especially for the both of us and for those of the majority of people who wildcard out there were some decisions that went right, there were some decisions that went wrong. On hindsight, hindsight 2020, what would you have done differently? The one, what would you have done differently?
Hindsight, I should have just gotten Palmer. I mean, Palmer was in my tinkering. I did ask you again. You said
Yeah,
Palmer
you
is
did.
not worth the
You
money.
did. It was Palmer and who? Palmer
Watkins. I
and
say,
what?
yeah,
No,
it was
no.
basically Palmer versus Watkins, like to fit in another premium. Then you were saying, I think you were on Watkins. Then I say, if I were putting Watkins, I'd rather fit in Palmer. Then something like that.
No, you gave me two options: Palmer and somebody versus
Who, ah?
Saka and somebody.
No, Saka was still in my team. I
It
wouldn't
was
get.
it was an option. Let me see. Let me just
Okay,
take
but
out
anyway,
the
just shout out to Darren, friend of the pod. So I was asking him, are you wildcarding last week? And he said, why wildcard? It's only Arsenal. So he's an Arsenal fan. So he said that I was quite shocked. Like, Arsenal got a good run. So he actually went to the game week with just Gabriel. He even took a hit that week and not wildcard. And you know what he said to me, no, bro?
What?
He said he's not getting Saka. He said Palmer can cover Saka. And then in my mind, like, well, you sure not? Saka got good fixtures. So credits to Darren. So he didn't work out because he said he quote unquote is only Arsenal. I'm not gonna work out just for Arsenal. And he stuck with Ganza. He got Palmer and crazy, Darren. Good job.
Crazy.
But anyway, yeah. You were saying?
Maybe yeah. So your one of your lineups was with Palmer, Saka, Rogers, Semenyo, Mbuemo, and then up front you had DCL and Haaland.
Yeah, that's quite big, but yeah.
Yeah, but I told you I had these were my words. Palmer not worth it, bro. Palmer
Yeah,
not
man.
worth it, bro. Palmer not worth it, bro.
Yeah, man. But you honestly, I didn't agree with you, but I wasn't. To be fair, I wasn't close to that draft. So like, I felt like I don't know, man. I felt like this year was a bit too weak, and there's a lot of holes. But yeah, I was.
Okay, what would you have done differently, like from this?
I don't know. Not
setup?
hindsight. I think my team is fine. For now, it's too early to say. It's only Palmer who went crazy.
I
Do
kind
you?
of regret.
Which one? Raya.
Watkins. Right. Not
Okay.
going with that Watkins. I felt like if I had gone with Watkins, right, I could have.
Instead of who? You
I
remember?
could have Raya in defense, in goalkeeper.
Oh, your original got Watkins.
Yeah, and then I would have better defenders lah. So now I'm stuck with like Miko and Greaves at the bench. I would gotten like 4.5 on the bench.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Right.
You should
So I
have stick
think-
to your guns. Oh yeah, you actually changed last minute, right?
I did.
From the stream you had Watkins, right? I thought it was a decent draft, except for the fact that you got a 4.5 million forward, lah. But other than that, I felt like Watkins is a good. Yeah, you should
it
have
was. I
changed
think
it,
it was a better. It would have been.
What made you
It would
change it
have been a better. No, so I was just thinking that I'm already not going with the premium options of like Salah, right? So I took Salah out, right?
Yeah.
So like Haaland is the premium up front, and then the next premium after Haaland is Watkins.
Saka lah. Oh, as in.
I mean,
Watkins, okay.
in the forwards
Oh,
lah.
so you want more premiums because you don't have Salah, like, in a way.
No, I
Is that
don't want. I don't want to bang all my money on Watkins
Okay.
because I didn't have that confidence in Watkins lah.
Okay.
Right. So I thought that I spread out the chips a little, spread out my chips across the board a little bit more. And I think that was my mistake.
But it's
And
one game, right?
No.
Watkins got lucky,
That's what I would change lah this week.
Yeah, I think having Solanke, you have Solanke in your team, right? He could easily outscore Watkins in the next few game weeks. So I feel like, yeah, I think Watkins, you watch the game, right? He only got one shot and one pass. His stats were like very poor, and he got double digit return. So Aston Villa played poorly also in the game. So yeah, it's still early to say. But yeah, I think what would that different? I don't know, man. Just put in Palmer lah. But that's too hindsight to say lah. But I feel like going forward, I still believe patience. Trust the process.
Let's go. Trust the process. All right. The next question that we have here, and this is owed to the episode title as well, Cole-ossal, man. What a colossal performance by the man who looks like he can be bothered, man. Cole Palmer,
He's so
right?
good, man. Damn it.
10.5 million. He's showing his worth this
10.7.
week. 10.7. I mean, starting off at 10.5 at the season, now 10.7. He's starting to show his worth a little bit. What are some of the key stats that we have for Cole Palmer? How many goals he's scored and assists so far this season? I think quite
I don't know.
sizable, right? Yeah, but
He's almost-
whatever analysis we made coming into last game week, right, totally
Yeah.
erased that, because right now he's leaps and bounds ahead of the other 10 million price midfielders.
Yeah, so
Right.
like, if you watch the game,
And-
right, bro?
And the question here is, right, are you ruling, or do you have plans to get Cole Palmer into your team?
So first thing, when Palmer scored the 4 goal, I immediately went to my transfer page and see how the hell can I bring this guy in. I can do it in with 2 transfers. I have 3 free transfers, but I have to get rid of Diaz and Trent. Trent to 4.5. Diaz. I don't like it because I still think Trent is a good asset. Luis Diaz maybe not. I can easily buy him for another midfielder. But anyway, watching the game, right, bro, 4 goals, right? He could easily scored more. He missed 1 more big chance, he hit the post. He could have assisted Jackson, who missed an open goal. Like he was crazy, man. And his free kick, bro. Even Salah doesn't have that bow in his string, or that string in his bow. Like even Salah can't hit a free kick like that. So he has more
Ball in his
avenues.
string in his ball, yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? His routes to points is like, wow. Is to score 4 goals, and it's not his first time. Last season he's done it. So no, I don't know. I think he got 3 goals and 2 assists or something. But mega hauls, I think Palmer has shown that we should think of him lah. I don't know whether you should read apart your team to get him in. That's another question. But in the near future, you've got to bring him in. And the fact that he scored 4 goals, bro. Even like Saka, right? As good as Saka is, right? He will never score 4 goals in a game.
You gotta mark your words for that.
I'm pretty confident that he will never score 4 goals in a game. He's just different. He's different gravy to Saka. Like in terms of FPL.
6 goals, 4 assists.
Already? That's his stats.
For Cole Palmer.
This. Oh.
6 goals. So
He-
that's,
he play
I mean,
every
like,
game,
okay, it's a huge
Yeah.
skew, especially at 4 goals, but like it's a goal every game. It's an assist every other game almost, right? So Cole Palmer. Okay, so the thing about Cole Palmer is, right, it's such an enigmatic figure.
Animated
to
means what?
me, like you don't know whether you want to like him or whether you want to hate him. He's like just this mysterious figure.
Okay.
Last season he's shown his value, he's shown his worth. This season he does it again, and he does it with so much ease, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I don't know what to make of it, right? I don't know whether it's skill, luck, form.
We've seen enough. Last season we've seen enough.
No, we've
right?
seen enough, but like it's pure skills. Like why, like how do you cut Cole Palmer off, right? Like no teams have set up a strategy to think that Cole Palmer is important enough for you to like
Actually, okay.
shut him out of the game.
Just to counter that, right? They played Bournemouth away and Man City home. He blanked. So he did blank in 2 games. Like Salah, in the other hand, right, got four double digit and only blank 1. So in a way, he's more of a flat track bully. Do you agree?
I
Like
don't know. I cannot say that. Like potentially, but
harder games he will not return. There's a hope that we can hang on to as a non-Palmer owner. Like Forest home, Forest will park the bus, man. There's no way he's going to get in behind as often. But it's Palmer.
But the assist, there's one, not assist, there was one almost assist that he just
Jackson.
popped the ball to Jackson. That was crazy,
Yeah.
bro. But again, the thing is for Palmer, right, like he looked like he doesn't care. Right? And
Like
then I
Messi,
read this tweet, right? Like he looks like the kind of guy who probably just dead on stone. That pressure doesn't get to him because you don't know what that is.
I think he got pressure. He was on for a record, a 5th goal in a game, but he missed a big chance. I think that's pressure. When he know he can break a record. I don't know. He could have scored 5 goals, bro, easily, bro. He missed a big chance when it's like easier than most of his chances. So maybe it's like the fact that Haaland want to get his hat trick, but he pressure
Yeah.
the record breaking goal. Maybe there is some sort of pressure, but don't know, man.
But okay, for me, right, what I'm doing with Cole Palmer, Nottingham Forest, I think the defense is pretty decent. He might get in. I want to see that. But after that, I think the run of games are quite challenging. Liverpool, Newcastle, not Man United. Then Arsenal, Man United, Arsenal,
But from 12 they go good again.
But from 12 they go
Leicester,
good.
Villa.
So I think that's something that's a timeline that I wanna look at. Right? Because if he does return in these games, then it's a definite go in my team, even at 11 million.
Okay, say long term, right? Long term, like from game week 11. What is your premium like? Okay, so Haaland, Palmer, who else? In terms of like
Haaland,
9 million and above.
Palmer,
Trent,
Trent.
and one more. You cannot go Saka. Hey, maybe you can squeeze in Saka lah.
I can squeeze in. I might be able to squeeze in Saka, but I have to let go of one of the. Let me say I will go with like DCL and
Yeah,
Stewart.
can.
Right.
Which means no Salah, bro.
Which means no Salah, yeah. So no Salah,
But
no
Salah has
party,
been,
man.
but Salah was poor. That's the thing about Salah. He was poor by just full bonus, one penalty. Yeah.
Bro, you're making me miss him so much, man.
I don't
So
know.
the thing is,
I
right, like I bought Salah at 12.5 million.
you cash in on
He
him,
rose
right?
to 12.8.
You saw him
So
at
I sold
12.6
him
lah.
at 12.6. So I lost 0.2 million to get him in, right?
Yeah, it's fine lah, bro.
So it's quite a challenge.
You're not getting him back. It's hard to get Salah. I feel like Salah.
Not now. Probably in the next wildcard. Then
Like
let's
you
plan.
see how Palmer and maybe even Saka. Maybe I don't think Palmer is worth the 2 million. I think I think Salah is not worth the 2 million more than Palmer and Saka. That's my take for now. I think Salah will be like.
But I think
don't
the
know,
route
will
back
see.
into so just to summarize this, Cole Palmer, potentially Lokman say a flat track bully. He blanked against bigger teams. They're having quite an interesting run of fixtures moving up. Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, Newcastle United, Arsenal, all the way to game week 11, and then their fixtures swing at game week 12. All right. So if you're looking at a timeline, I think game week 12 is a good timeline to get Cole Palmer in if he keeps his run of form. I mean, it's a shoo-in if he performs these 4-5 games. You agree?
The bad part is in game week 12, Arsenal also got good run of fixtures. So you can't really go Saka to Palmer. You can do that lah, but it's not ideal because Arsenal have a good run of fixtures from 12 also. So you need to fit in all. I don't know if you can fit them all. But anyway, I want to ask you, this game week,
Yeah.
Diaz to Palmer, Trent to Ed Nori. Free transfers. Nah.
Nope. Not,
If
not
Diaz is not
happening.
starting, you got a league.
Uh,
Early kickoff. If he plays tomorrow night, is
I
it
got
still
DCL
worth?
on the bench.
I'm
I
not
got-
talking about your team lah. I'm asking about my team.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
okay.
you start Diaz, he will come off the bench anyway. This year, I'm talking about my team. Let's see I can find. Cause I have dribbling, right? So I rather do the transfer lah.
Okay, let's talk this in the next section. Right.
You don't
So
know, right?
anyway,
It's tough,
Cole
right? It's tough.
Palmer, that's it. I'm ruining him, but I'm like what
Staying
Loman
calm, ah.
mentioned. I'm
Staying
staying
calm.
calm first. At least for me, that FOMO is a bit out of the window because of the fixtures that's coming up. He might haul against Nottingham, but I think Liverpool, Newcastle.
Even Newcastle, he might hold, bro. Newcastle home.
He might haul,
he
but
can do it lah.
Newcastle did pretty
Okay
decent
lah.
against City, right?
They did lah, but yeah, it's still Palmer lah.
We never know.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So that's the discussion for that. Alright, so now the next question here is right, like what Lokman was asking, he's already planning like game weeks ahead. The disappointing wildcard, what is our strategy moving forward? How are we going to rule like how are we going to navigate this? And for all of you who wildcard and probably did not as well as we did, then what are some of our strategies moving forward? We'll probably share that in this section. And maybe I just start, right? I think one of the reasons why my wildcard this season is pretty template, you put it that way. Because last season, it was successful, right? That early on in the season, right?
Give me 8, right, bro?
Yeah,
Give
game
me
week,
eight,
game week
8 or 10.
7 or 8.
Okay.
Right. So early on in last season, I did a very, very successful wildcard with a lot of differentials to return, right? Like your Kuduses and etc. But I have my Neto, right? My main man Neto, right? But I think like what I felt lost me throughout the entire, I won't say lost, like I did decent, but what could have pushed me up a little bit more last season, I won't say that it could exactly be the same this season, but last season was the fact that if I had a bit more of a template team and a less differential team, right, I could ride the wave a bit more and come out a bit higher. You get what I mean?
In your wildcard, your first wildcard last season.
What I learned from last season, like I mean, like it was successful, but I had a
Was
lot
it
of
a
problems.
wildcard though?
It was a
Yeah,
wildcard.
I think was it a template wildcard last season? That
No,
you
it
did?
wasn't. It wasn't. I had like
But you did
Netos
well, right?
and Kudus. I did well, but the thing is, if you're looking at the short, maybe 6-7 games after the
Oh,
wildcard, it was good. But
I
the
get it.
problems that came along with having these differentials along the way, I had difficulty fixing it. Right?
Yeah.
But I think, and that's why this season, like I went a bit more
Template.
because like, as a casual, I'm learning from the pros like you, right? So I went a bit more template. And that's why, like, I think like one game week is just a blame in that timeline or in the season. But I think one thing which, looking back, I might have undervalued was the fact that you could have rolled transfers post game week, right?
Post
Which
wildcard.
means that post wildcard, right? Which means that the differential move
You can do
could
it now.
actually be recovered, lah. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Actually, if you went with the Watkins draft, it's considered differential draft already. Yeah.
Exactly. So like
Just one tweak.
that was one tweak, but like I
okay.
didn't have the
Sorry,
balls to do it because I wanted to be more template. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but so you think last season your short term game wasn't enough for the long term? The long term.
Correct, because there was
Really?
okay. So our next wildcard is probably gonna be like
28, 27.
20 game weeks from now.
Yeah, more than
So
that.
this team has got to ride 20 game weeks with the transfers that you had.
Yeah. Okay.
And last season, with what I did, like two things which I trying differently this season, but not seems to be working out, is the template and spreading out the cash throughout the entire team. But I will see, because it's just one game week. It's something that I want to explore. I'm still confident that the next, like the fundamentals behind the decisions making into this team is solid, right? Like we know why we pick these players, right? And what's the game plan? So my differential here is probably ESR ahead of Semenyo, right? So that's a small differential, not
But
too
in terms
big.
of EO, it's not really I think ESR is probably twice as more on than Semenyo, to be honest. If you look at
Okay,
the
fair
EOs.
point.
ESR is pretty well on. So
Yeah.
easy.
So that being said, I'm just but one thing that I missed out, I think, in that pre-analysis was the fact that, unlike last season, which I was quite, what was the word called? PTSD, like PTSD was that I had so few transfers to fix my team.
Yeah, you wanted to roll a lot, right? You will take price
But I
drops and all,
couldn't.
right?
Yeah, but then this season you actually have more transfers to play with. Actually, I've been a bit bolder.
But you
Right.
can do it now since you have 3 free transfers. You can be
Correct,
bold.
correct. But it's the other way around. You get what I mean? Like you can take the gamble with the wildcard and then fix it,
Yeah.
rather than take the template team and then fix it to a differential. It's a bit of a different.
Yeah.
But that being
Okay.
said, I think I'm still gonna roll my transfers until I
4
hit 5.
transfers.
Until I hit 5 probably. I think this team is pretty decent moving forward.
Okay, so similar to me, I think I kind of hope, because I got 3 free transfers like you, right? I kind of hope that Luis Diaz is not starting, so that I can do like some, another differential by selling him. Because I have 3 free transfers and I got more options to play with. I can go to Gordon, I can go to Bowen or Brandon Johnson. So I want to have the option. But if he's starting, I would definitely, Palace away is a good fixture. So I probably will not sell him. I'll probably roll if Luis Diaz is going to start. But other than that, my team looks okay. And like my short term is, I just want to do something more aggressive because I have 3 free transfers. I think that's the whole dynamic. I'm still getting into grips how to use the free transfers. But I want to ask you, once you hit 5 free transfers, what's the plan? Mini wildcard?
Like
in general.
relatively, I won't say mini wildcard lah. Probably like I could change the dynamic of the team a little bit.
So you change your
Right.
structure a bit.
So like I change my structure a little bit. So maybe I can use 2 transfers, like a Saliba to 4.5 million, upgrade Smith Rowe or DCL. Get me?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So like I can decide like how I want to tweak the team a little bit. So I don't need 5 full transfers, but I can do like 2 transfers without worrying like the impact of that.
Yeah.
Worrying about the next week, like any injuries and all this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll come to it. Yeah,
So
but
then,
yeah,
like that from game week 6 wildcard to maybe game week 28 wildcard, at least your
3.
team is a bit more fluid. Like I'm not forcing like hits and all this.
Okay, yeah. I haven't taken hits. So hopefully, I don't take any hits this
Yeah.
season. I took a lot last year, but yeah, for me, it's just I'm trying to find ways to be more aggressive with my 3 free transfers. That's my plan now. But I am trying to find openings. I need to get a reason. I won't sell it. I won't sell a player for no reason. I need to have a proper reason, like
But
bad
it's quite
fixture
interesting.
run.
So I mean, like we starting to see players get into form, right? Probably after international break, there
Yeah,
might be some injuries, right? Then that could also be a bit
correct.
useful. And then when players come into form and they have good fixtures, like 3-4 game week fixtures, you can do the 3 game week punch with them
Yeah, agreed.
in and out, in and out. So that's also another like reasoning why I felt that with the 5 free transfers, right, or potentially up to 5 free transfers, not having Salah.
Yeah, are you can bring Salah?
Huh?
You can
No,
bring
I
in
mean
Salah
not
if
having not bringing him. Like it gives me like the potential to like my team is a bit more moldable. You get me?
okay.
You don't have like the
Agree.
Haaland, Salah, sharp edges, right? Then you have to fit everything around.
Okay, I agree. I'm waiting for Foden to start. Bro. When will Foden start so that I can bring him in?
Probably game week 23, bro.
Player of the season on the bench there, bro. When they are losing, as in he came on lah, but yeah. But let's not get into that. Good discussion, bro. Should we wrap it up?
Yep. So that's all for our discussion for this week. And as usual, right, we go straight into the FPL. Sorry, this is not the FPL. This is the SG Podcasters League that we're running. It's
Yep.
just a fun league. But I think I want to get some of these players on board. Some of
On board,
them season pros. Some of them probably quite new to our page and all that. I think it's good to get see whether any of these top 3 like Yazid, Agent Zim or Rahman would be able to come onto our pod, and then we have a quick chat on like what you did right this season, and probably
Actually-
I know Yazid is a casual, Rahman probably a casual starting to be a bit more serious. Agent Zim I'm not too sure, so let's see. But yeah, so if,
at fourth spot, he Haider Mir. He's from the Biar Betul podcast. We can ask him. He's a podcaster.
let's go.
And number 7 also.
Okay, so
Daniel.
this is our table right now. We have very familiar
Top
names
10.
in the top 3, right? Yazid down to 3 points. 43 points. I think probably similar wildcard
as
as
me,
well. Agent Zim
Zim
pumping his way
Jabbar.
up to the second place in the podium with 88 points.
88
And
points. Wow.
Agent Ato Betul Rahman with despite 38 points, right? He still leads this league, right? At 437 points, very closely followed by Agent Zim at 431 points. So let's have a quick look. This is Yazid's team. Sanchez in goal. Bold choice, but I think quite a smart choice as well. Considering that they have decent long term, they have quite a decent defensive structure, especially with Saicedo being a beast of a defensive midfielder now. In
He was
defense,
on wildcard. He was on wildcard.
he was on wildcard. Yeah, in defense, Trent, Luis still on his Luis, Gabriel, Kino, and Greaves on the bench. Diaz, Smith Rowe, Rogers, Salah, and Dibling. So got one thing is he got really weak. I won't say really weak lah. Like he's
Hey, where Michael
midfield
Keane?
because he kept Salah. Right, he's forced with Dibling, Rogers, Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
And up front, he's got in Nico Jackson, Havertz, and Haaland. So really putting all his money up front and Salah. Let's see how that structure shapes up. I think this is quite an aggressive lineup. Do you agree?
Very, very. How
Right.
did he afford them? I think he got better team value.
No, because he
Than
got
me.
like Smith Rowe, Rogers, and Dibling in midfield.
Oh yeah, he got no Mbemo. That's the guy missing.
Correct. You don't have Mbemo, you don't
Uh,
have your like even Semenyos and all this.
yeah. Michael,
Saka,
why
he
he?
doesn't have Saka.
Wait. How much is Michael Keane? Why did he go with Michael Keane? 4 million.
Yeah, 4 million.
Okay. He went
Got two 4
Vanderbilt though.
million. Correct. So I
Sure,
think just a quick one, like his risk here is Rico Lewis, and then you're hoping for Keane or Greaves to come on, right? And then your midfield, if like Smith Rowe Rogers gets injured, then you don't have much money to bring in a decent starting substitute. But you can use your free transfer. That's what
Actually, you should have gone. Why you never gone with this drive with Salah?
the one
Tough, huh?
like I said, like my point is
The spreading.
logic ahead of the heart, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to spread like the midfield is prime location.
He should have captain Salah though. So Liverpool fan. But
Anyway,
who else?
moving forward, Agent Zim with the monster 88 points.
Crazy,
Captaincy
bro.
on Cole Palmer, 50 points there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cole Palmer has got more points than my team.
How did he captain Palmer
alone.
there, bro? Wow, I need to ask him.
Yeah,
Do you have his number?
Palmer, Salah, lucky bro. In goal, Sanchez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robinson, and Chef Cap Robinson, Julian Timber, and Howard Bailey's on the bench with Tonzibe last on his bench. Howard Bailey is with 7 points. In midfield, it's got Garnacho, Rogers, Salah, Palmer, and Wings. So I think they're pretty decent there. Up front, he has Haaland, Duran, and Welbeck. So
I'm still
Duran for
amazed
the pretty decent.
by the captaining of Palmer. Like he already used his wildcard, but not this game week. But
Yeah,
to
but I
captain
feel
Palmer,
like, okay, the only thing I feel is that for this team, he needs to
Duran
stick
and
with this team moving forward. Like he has no bench options.
yeah, true. Duran is a bit spicy, because he doesn't start. But
Duran is a bit spicy. Welbeck is a question
he
mark
sold
as well.
he sold Poro to Timber, by the way. He won free transfer.
Yeah, I
Interesting
think for
transfer
the Arsenal cover.
for the Arsenal good run. I guess
Yeah.
he can't afford Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good game week, bro.
Palmer, Salah, I think good one.
He's the sponsor for Liverpool, right?
Yeah, correct.
The,
Alright, so moving forward, up in first place you got Rahman. He rolled his transfer. So actually, has he
Back
done
in
his
week.
wildcard?
This is his wildcard team. This is his wildcard team.
Oh,
Same
sorry,
as
this
us.
is his wildcard team.
Oh, sorry,
So-
not roll. He's on wildcard.
Yeah, he's on a wildcard. So Raya, Trent, Gabriel, Colville, and then on the bench you got Woodface and Greaves. In midfield, Saka, Smith Rowe, Diaz, Belmo, Rogers, free template. And up front, he went with Haaland and Jackson. So I think he's
Nothing.
got that. He wants to get on the Jackson bandwagon.
Strand Larsen, interesting pick for the long run. When he's just done good.
Pretty
Interesting.
decent also. This Trent Larsen. I've seen him play
He's okay lah.
once or twice. I mean, decent. I mean, like
Decent.
decent for the price point with Cunha.
he's like Wood like Chris Wood standard I guess.
Yeah, decent Like I didn't say good. I said
Decent. But Van Dijk just pocketed him. No props. No props.
Van Dijk is good. He's decent. All right.
All right. Congratulations for the top 3.
Congratulations. All right. We're down to the end of this podcast. I think it's been a missile set game week for those who wildcard and didn't have Cole Palmer. But I'm confident that the fundamentals. Okay lah, I'm saying this confidently, but it touched my heart. I'm not really that confident, but it's been a very challenging start of the season.
Trust the
A lot of the fundamentals that we stick by being challenged at the moment. But it's only 6 game weeks. I think the statistics have not like the end for the number of sample size is still small. So let's hope that the fundamentals in the long run evens all these odds out. Trust the process, like what Lokman mentioned. And on Thursday, we'll come back again at 10:30 to 11 p.m. live on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because if you haven't, you are losing out on live comments from Lokman and myself. I think you can post questions there, post questions in the Telegram group as well. And don't forget to join our Telegram group, because that's where we run our prize link. Right.
Give us a subscribe and share us on to your friends. To repost our post on IG or Telegram. Just share the love. Share our pod. Those who who are playing the FPL, right? Just share that we exist. Just do spread the word. Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy. It was a good session. Good renting out of all my emotions for this week. I
You're
think
welcome.
I come out from this therapy with a clearer view of and confidence of the wildcard team that we have.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, Lokman.
Thank you,
Stop
Anwar.
making it a habit. We are
Thank you.
FPL Kobe Talks.
Signing out.
You're listening to FPL Kopi Talks. Right here. Right now.